an amazing thing has brought. They're shocked. Ya ukhta Haruna, O sister of Harun, ma kana abuki imra'a saw'in wa ma kanat ummuki baghiya. He says, your father was not a man of evil, nor thy mother a woman unchaste. In other words, they're insinuating, how is it that you brought this child without a husband? Meaning, implying that he is illegitimate. What is she to do? What can she say? Can she say that I heard some voices, the angel came to me and told me, and I got this child? Will they believe? Whether in a mood to believe such a story? Would you believe if your sister told you such a story? So what could she do? She knew that this was no ordinary child. So Allah tells her, فَأَشَارَتْ إِلَيْهِ, but she pointed to the babe. So they said, قَالُوا كَيْفَ نُكَلِّمُ مَنْ كَانَ فِي الْمَهْدِ سَبِيًّا. They said, how can we speak to one with a child in the cradle? And by a miracle he spoke. The Qur'an testifies. فَقَالَ إِنِّي عَبْدُ اللَّهِ, so most certainly I am the servant of Allah. آتَانِيَ الْكِتَابِ, He has given me revelation. وَجَعَلَنِي نَبِيًّا, and He has made me a prophet, and on and on. The criticism is, the attack is, he says, your prophet didn't know. He said, Ya ukhta Haruna, O sister of Harun. And Hazrat Musa alayhi salam and Harun alayhi salam were brothers. And they were some 3,000 years ago, before 1,300 before Jesus and Maryam. He says, your prophet didn't know the difference between Maryam, the mother of Jesus, and Maryam, the sister of Harun. Hazrat Musa alayhi salam and Harun alayhi salam had a sister called Maryam. They call her Miriam. In Hebrew it's the same. Whether Mary, this one they call her Mary, and the other one they call her Miriam. But in Hebrew, this is Miriam, that is Miriam. In Arabic, this is Maryam, that is Maryam. Same. But they try to create a change. Miriam and Mary. So they said, you see, your prophet didn't know that Ukhta Harun was 1,300 years before this Maryam. He's confused. Your prophet is confused. So he's ignorant about history, chronology. How can a man like that guide you right? So now if we ask our learned man, what is it? What's the story? He says, no, this is a respectful way. You see, Ya Ukhta Harun, you come from such a noble ancestry. Hazrat Musa alayhi salam and Harun alayhi salam were what the Jews call the Levites. Levites were the imamat. They had the imamat of the Bani Israel in the family. Everything was a family tradition. The imams of Bani Israel, they are the Levites. And Maryam alayhi salam was a Levite. Harun alayhi salam is a Levite. Musa alayhi salam is a Levite. Imamat of the Bani Israel family. Another one does the military. Another one does, politics, whatever. Different tribes were given apportioned different types of responsibilities. So you see, she comes from a noble ancestry. Her father was a good man. The mother is a good woman. Now how is it that you have got this child without a husband? But the Christian says, no, your prophet didn't know the difference. What can you do? Now, I had to answer this to satisfy them. So I said, you know what? The answer to your problem is in your book, in your Bible. So where? I said the first book of the New Testament, first book, first chapter, first verse. Can you forget that? Book, the first book of the Bible, the Gospel of St. Matthew, chapter 1, verse 1. The answer is there. What does it say? It says, this is the genealogy of Jesus Christ. This is the ancestry of Hazrat Isa alayhi salam, his ancestors. His father, grandfather, great-grandfather, great-great-great-grandfather, and on until Hazrat Adam alayhi salam, Hazrat Dawood alayhi salam, Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, all lines. Genealogy. So it starts, it says, this is the genealogy of Jesus Christ, the son of Abraham, the son of David. Is that what it reads? He said, yes. He is the son of Abraham, he is the son of David. I say in the Gospel of St. Luke, we are told he is the son of Joseph. He is the son of Abraham, Ibrahim alayhi salam. He is the son of David, Dawood alayhi salam. He is the son of Joseph, the carpenter. And in the Gospel of St. Mark, we are told he is the son of God. He is the son of Abraham, David, Joseph, and God. How many fathers have you got? 4. I said the guy who's got 4 fathers, What do you call him in your colloquial language? What do you call him? He said, no, it doesn't mean that. I said, so what does it mean? He says the son of Abraham. Means Abraham is his father. Son of David means David is his father. Son of Joseph means Joseph is his father. Son of God, God is his father. He's got 4 fathers. A man who's got 4 fathers, what do you call him in your language? Common street language. What do you call such a person? So it doesn't mean that. So what does it mean? He said, no. You see, it means he comes from the prophetic tradition of Ibrahim alayhi salam. He comes from the kingly family of Dawood alayhi salam. He is the supposed son of Joseph the carpenter, but really he is the son of God. So you have to explain all that, but it doesn't say that. Your book doesn't say that. This is son of Abraham, son of David, son of Joseph, son of God. So you see now, this is what is called ilzami jawab in Urdu, an accusative reply. You put the onus upon the other person. But this only comes through experience. I don't know, I haven't read this in books. So you're working, that create problems for you, and when they create problems, Allah Ta'ala from His ilmi ladunni, because you have done some homework before, it clicks. It tickles your memory. Give him this, man. You don't hear voices. Jibreel doesn't come anymore. He's retired. If anybody tells you he hears voices, you need a psychiatrist for him. So, this comes through experience. You read, it comes. I happened to visit the Cape Province, and at a university called Wellington, of the Dutch Reformed Church, the people who rule South Africa, they are called the Dutch Reformed Church. They belong to that church. So they invite me to go and deliver a lecture to them. Subject, the original sin. Original sin means the awwal, the first sin. What was that? Adam alayhi salam. He made a slip in the garden, and for which, he ate that forbidden fruit, and he was kicked out of the garden. And because he was kicked out, and Hawa and Adam alayhi salam had the propensity for procreation. So today, at the beginning of 1986, we were 4.8 billion Adams and Eves on earth. 4.8 billion. 4,800 million Adams and Eves, all of us. So they say that the sin came into the world. We inherited that sin. And as such, that one black spot on the soul of Adam and Eve, Hawa, now becomes 4.8 billion black spots on the roof of every individual. And that black spot can't be removed by individual effort. So somebody must pay for that. And the one who can pay is God himself. So he came down to earth as a man, he lived up to 33 years of age, and he had himself crucified. That is the Christian theology, the original sin. So I explained to the Christians, I said, look, we believe that Adam and Eve made a slip, but Allah Ta'ala forgave them. And sin is not inherited. Sin is an acquisition. After reaching a certain stage of discretion, you know right and wrong, you are guilty or not guilty, boy or girl. Prior to that, any human child that dies, before reaching the age of discretion, that child goes to heaven. Whether born in the home of a Hindu, a Christian, a Jew, an atheist, an agnostic, the child goes to heaven. Before the age of discretion, any human child, every human child goes to heaven. Masoom, everyone is sinless. So at question time, the missionary priests, all priests, they said, Mr. Deedat, how can anything good come out of evil? Meaning, adultery is an evil, and good, masoom, sinlessness is a good thing. How can a good thing come out of a bad thing?